Welcome back, everybody. It is Friday, April 6, 2018, 12:21 p.m. I'm currently on my lunch break right now, so I'm actually uploading this and recording it with my phone. I'm going to be doing more and more of videos like this. I will get better at it as far as switching between different charts and stuff to show you guys. But just bear with me here on this video. We're going to stick to tropical tidbits. I will have an update later on this evening. My work hours kind of changed, so I'm going to be getting you guys used to looking at phone uploads. But then again, I will be getting more and more charts on it. I am getting a new phone soon, so I will have more abilities to switch between screens for you guys. But we're just going to take a look at the next couple days going on, and we got something going on in the southeast. Right now, if you look at the east side of Texas, just above the northeast side of Texas, moving into Louisiana, we have a strong strip of strong thunderstorms, actually. And you can look up in the northeast. We got a little bit of snow going on in the northern areas of New York. We just had rain here in PA, and that moved up into the northeast. I apologize, I don't have a mouse to guide you guys with this. I will figure something out as far as the phone uploads go, but I just want you to pay attention frame by frame here. Like I said, we are in Friday, April 6th right now. We're going to move forward, and you can see that big round of storms wanting to explode over the northern areas of Louisiana. And that's going to move into Mississippi and the Alabama areas with the risk of tornadoes. And the reason for that, like we always talk about, I'll move forward one more frame here for you. There we go. You can see how it almost dips down there. If I back up a little bit here, I'm going to try to keep you in frame. You see how that little bit of dip happens there? That's the push coming from the jet stream from above that's allowing all this cold air that's in the northeast right now. Again, I can't point to it to show you guys. We're going to have to start learning our state names and our areas and stuff like that, at least to follow the phone videos for now until I can figure something else out while I'm at work. But right now, we do have a lot of moisture building up from the Gulf. We have that upflow from the Gulf moving south to north, and then we have a west to east shear wind that kind of bottoms the U.S. It goes across like the Baja region of Mexico and California, and then across Texas and through the panhandle of Florida. And that's what causes our tornado flare-ups, and that's why we get in Tornado Valley or Tornado Alley, that's why we get a lot of those outbreaks there, excuse me, especially in the months of April and May. Those are our key months for tornado season, and we are getting right into the middle of it now. So right now we do have snow going on in the northeast areas. That's North New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are all getting snow at this point right now. Certain areas are not. But I also want you to focus in the southeast. Now I'm going to move forward another frame here. I'm really sorry about the phone quality, guys. I'm going to get better at this, but what I'm trying to show you is how you can almost see where the blues meet the purple and then the green below it in the south, and then we have the red blotch over Louisiana and the Mississippi, Alabama area. That is the bending of the jet stream, and that's what's allowing all that cold air to come down, and that's why we're seeing snow all the way past the middle of the country, almost into the second week of April, guys. So we are dealing with some wacky weather. But again, the most important situation going on right now is what you see in Louisiana, Mississippi, and then into Alabama. You can see how that strip begins to flatten out. Just because that red disappears, it doesn't mean there isn't a threat for tornadoes. There absolutely is. And that's what we're looking at now. And you can see as this thing moves closer and gets towards the panhandle of Florida with the moisture, lots of rain in all those states, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and now the panhandle of Florida. And then you can count South and North Carolina in that as well, as this thing begins to turn up the coast, almost like nor'easters do. I don't think this is going to be a nor'easter. We do have a low pressure system, as you can see where that yellow line is right now by, I believe that's South Carolina and this North Carolina borders moving up into Virginia. That's where the strength of those thunderstorms are going to end up going. As you can see, it bends up into the northeast. And the reason for that, like I said, is our jet stream and then an upflow coming from the Gulf. Now I'm going to move forward into another frame. This would be later in the day on Sunday. So by the time Sunday rolls around, we can still be expecting rain in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and then Virginia and West Virginia. You guys may be receiving snow as early as Sunday. Actually, that's the later part of Sunday. Let me back up one frame here. I want to actually see where that is. Okay, so West Virginia, you may be dealing with snow early Sunday, probably Saturday night into Sunday, and that includes the northern areas of Virginia, and the western, or the eastern sides of Kentucky and Tennessee. So, Again, more snow. Second week of April we'll be in at this point. That is April 8th, the first day of the second week. And let's roll through the rest of this and just check out what we're going to be dealing with here. That low pressure does go off into the ocean. You can see where that L is, where it says 996. Now, this does have the capability of still being a nor'easter. I actually take back my previous statement. This absolutely could be a nor'easter. And let's see what it does near Nantucket. Okay, so it is off the coast a little bit. You can see the low pressure system to the east of Nantucket, across from Massachusetts and New York and Long Island. That is a far ways out into the ocean, so I don't know if that will have a grueling effect on the east coast, but nonetheless, you can see how that wants to bring the snow in. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. Sorry for those of you that are on phones or tablets, maybe a little hard to see. But I'm just trying to back it up a little bit to show you where exactly this thing is going to end up. So here we are back at Sunday, April 8th, where we see West Virginia and the northern areas of Virginia dealing with snowfall. And then as we move forward, that low pressure goes off the coast right at the border of North Carolina and Virginia. That puts Chesapeake Bay and areas of New Jersey under snowstorm alerts. And then as we get into the last part of Sunday, the 12th hour of Sunday, that low pressure is out into the ocean, more than likely causing coastal effects more than anything. And then as we move into the beginning of Monday, that's when everything begins to clear out. But as you can see, right in the dead center of the country, we have yet another moisture system that is showing snow moving its way towards the Great Lakes. And that will be the next situation we have to deal with. And once we get to that point, that's when I'll start reporting on it. But that may be our snowstorm. Where are we? We're going to be at Y, and I believe that was Yvonne or something with a Y. It was a Y sounding name that doesn't start with a Y. Let's just put it that way. So guys, the southeast needs to be on alert right now, especially Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and then up through Kentucky and Tennessee. You guys are going to be under tornado watches throughout the day. As I back up here, this is Saturday, the beginning of the day. Saturday are when things are really going to start ramping up. So that's when you really need to begin to focus on your local weather and know when those warnings are coming out, because we got about a 15-minute window by the time they are showing tornadoes and the time where they actually may hit ground. Sometimes less, sometimes more, but the warning time is just not enough at this point as far as technology goes. They're doing a lot of studies with how to get more instruments into tornadoes and how we can try to predict them and give people more time to get into shelter. But we are dealing with a pancake issue here, guys. We have tornadoes and severe thunderstorms going on in the southeast states, and then we have that purple and pink color with the sleet, snow, rain mix, and then a snowstorm above it. So again, we're dealing with the second week of April. Crazy, crazy weather going on. A lot of different strips of severe weather. You can see these yellow areas here. That's the severe thunderstorm area. And then right over Tennessee and Kentucky is where that band ends and where the snow and rain meet. And that's where we get those purples and pinks. So that's all I wanted to show you guys for this video, guys. I'm sorry if the quality wasn't as great and we couldn't bounce around onto different charts here, but I just wanted you guys to get used to the tropical tidbits part of it when I'm doing these lunch break videos. But by Sunday, we could be dealing with a lot of wind going off the coast of Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. We can see that low pressure. And one thing with these low pressure systems, guys, the closer the rings are, the more rings you see around the L, that means the higher the wind. So that's something to look out for too. When you see those nice tight rings, that means there's a lot of wind going on. When they're spaced out, it's not too windy. It is absolutely a low pressure system. It is riding up the coast, and it does have the potential to be a nor'easter. We're talking by the end of the day tomorrow, if this thing decides to be any closer to the coast, you can see right here that L is right off the coast of Nantucket and Massachusetts. Well, not right off, but off the coast. Any closer, that thing's going to be doing some wind situations to the coast, coastal erosion, flooding, you name it, just like we deal with all those other winter storms we had, and the 4 nor'easters in the month of March. All right, guys, I don't want to keep you here too long. My lunch break's almost over, so thank you all for tuning in. I hope everyone's having a great day, and I will have an extended update when I get home later on this evening. Thank you all very, very much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.